All right, guys. The pressure is on. We are here for round 4 with the list that you see on screen right in front of you. And we're currently 3-0, so we are on our way to a potential trophy. Heck yeah. But we got to get through this round intact in order for the 5-0 dream to remain alive. So we're feeling the second to last round pressure here, trying to get this 4-0. Of course, as you know, I don't think that the results are what matters on my channel. We're here for the learning and the entertainment, so regardless of how this entire league plays out, you will be viewing this video and hopefully getting something out of it. That's the idea, at least. But let's be honest, who doesn't want to get this 4-0? Because I definitely do. 100%. So, with that said, let's just jump straight into the match. Also, in case you haven't already noticed, my hair is different. It's changed. It's shorter. I like it that way, even though it might be dumb since we're going into a winter in the area that I'm at very soon, so maybe my head will start getting cold, but I don't care. I like the way it looks. I like the way it feels. You know how it feels to wake up in the morning where your hair is just sticking up and it's so annoying? We'll definitely be on the play. And this hand could use one additional land, but it has a turn 2 Dryad and a turn 3 or 4 Titan, depending on whether we draw that mana source or not, so we're definitely keeping. It would be pretty awkward if we were on the draw and kept this hand on the back of our Amulet of Vigor, and then our opponent just goes turn 1 Inquisition of Kozilek, take your amulet. Thank goodness that we're on the play to avoid that. Our opponent is on a Steven's deck. That's intriguing. Soulscar Mage. So we're playing against Izzet Blitz. This is something that I can deal with. Alright, let's get our Dryad out here and cycle this Explorer. I do think will be the play. If our opponent will allow us, that is. Don't know if we're going to be playing Explosives on 1 here, as our Amulet is looking to be rather important, but we'll see. Land. Come on, land. Another Explorer. Okay, well, you know, I'll take a redraw. That's fine with me, I suppose. We're not really making any progress with these Explorers, but that's okay. Yeah, so I guess we're passing it back. Next turn, we can summon his pack for Nazusa and cast Titan. So, there's that. Or I suppose even a Arboreal Grazer would be enough to cast a Titan. That plays around a potential... Wait, is that right? 5, 4, 6 mana? Yeah. So, packing for a Grazer plays around a Lightning Bolt type effect. Let's hope we don't lose our Dryad here, because that would be quite unfortunate. Have to replay it? That might not be the worst, to be honest. Taking our 2 damage from this Soulscar Mage. How about a third Summoner's Pact, huh? Not really what I was hoping for here, but that's okay. We will do what we do best, which is slam a Dryad and pass it back. Is that what we do best? I don't know. Should we play Explosives on 2 here to play around a potential Sprite Dragon? I don't hate that. Yeah, let's do it. I'm definitely not blowing up our Amulet, as it's the only semblance of a plan here, so... That being the case, might as well get this 2 mana Explosives out of the way. And we will pass it back. But yeah, pacting for a Grazer here actually lets us play around a Lightning Bolt, so we can still get Titan into play, guaranteedly. Assuming they don't kill our Dryad. Soulscar Mage, huh? Another Soulscar Mage, huh? Not blocking. We cannot afford to lose our Dryad to a Bolt. Ain't worth it. Our entire plan is Primeval Titan and nothing else. So, okay, so another land here. In fact, another bounce land means that we might be able to trigger Valakut this turn. But only if we were to go for an Azusa, I think. I don't know, it's rough. Let's go ahead and float some mana with our Dryad here, of course. Get all of the land drops out of our Dryad before we have to make any decisions here whatsoever. And here we can pick up our Forest. Play a Growth Chamber yet again. So, packing for a Grazer and playing it guarantees our Titan. If we pack for an Azusa and go down to 2 mana, we can play Growth Chamber twice, but still be in the same situation where we only have 1 land in play. So I guess we're just packing for the Grazer here. Here's our Titan. We are playing around absolutely nothing. We are most certainly hasting our Titan off of Valakut and Hanweir. Unless our opponent is scooping it up. That's a bit of an early concession, but okay, I'll take it. So we want all of our explosives for our opponent's mini 1-drops. We want Dismembers quite possibly. I don't know about all 3, especially with triple explosives to lean on, so maybe not all 3 Dismembers, but at least 2 seems good. And that might be about it. I don't really put our opponent on Blood Moon, so there's no reason to bring in the Force of Vigor, I think. Relic seems slow. Negate doesn't counter the important things, which is their creatures. I suppose we could bring in Beast Within to play around Ashiok or Blood Moon, but to be honest, I think that we just don't want to do that. Pact Negation is good against potential Aether Gust, but that's about it. So I think it's worth cutting. Don't really want to bolt ourselves for a Turn Timber Symbiosis, I would say. Explore is a bit slow. In fact, we probably could just trim all the Explorers and be fine. Explore might be better than an Azusa, but nah. Oh, we're 1 under. We can keep an Explorer, we can keep the Turn Timber. I sort of feel like the Turn Timber is a little more consistent, but yeah, let's just have the Turn Timber here. And if we see Blood Moon, then we will change accordingly. Alright, so we have 3 lands. We have an Arboreal Grazer. We have a Titan. We need to draw some stuff here, but this hand has potential. It doesn't have an Amulet, but maybe that's fine. I'm pretty willing to keep this, I think. Yeah, it even has a basic to play around Blood Moon. I suppose we could have brought in 1 Rexage just in case we needed a Summoner's Pact for it, but I don't know. Maybe this hand's too slow and missing too many pieces, but it's whatever. So we're definitely going to play out our Grazer here in the hopes that we can top deck an untapped source so we don't have to take 3 damage to get our Azusa into play, but barring that, we might still just slam Azusa this upcoming turn and pay our 3 life to get an additional land ahead. Maybe 2 lands if we draw another land, so if we can just draw a Garen Break off the top, then we'll have Titan mana already set up. Our opponents can Lava Dart our Grazer. That's fine with me. Or they can do nothing. Oh, there we go. There's our untapped source, so that's nice. We'll make it green, because green is the only color of mana that I want in this deck. I suppose blue maybe for Talaria West, but I mean, the better thing is to just naturally draw your Primeval Titan like you had it the whole time anyways. And now we get to just play out these Turn Timbers. Imagine if one of these was an Explorer. We would not be 1 single land drop away from hitting our Primeval Titan this upcoming turn. Definitely getting rewarded for that if one of these was intended to be that Explorer. The bounce land off the top lets us cast Titan, a Garen Brig, any untapped source, Vesuva. You got a lot of live draws here. If our Azusa dies, then okay, so bounce land is no longer an option, but that's fine. Let's just get a Garen Brig off the top here. Stormwing. It's a bit of an annoyance. Can't really deal with that one very effectively. I suppose if we drew a Valakut, we could even Summoner's Pact and then play Valakut after playing Dryad to kill the Stormwing entity. Cavern. That will play a Primeval Titan, so let's go to town here. I'm very tempted to not even tap the Cavern for the uncounterable mana, just so that I don't have to click all these little mana pips, but playing it safe. I don't think there's anything for 0 mana that can counter a Primeval Titan, but... And so here, we can make some blockers with our Field of the Dead, and gain some life if we get Radiant Fountain, and then one other random. I guess just a bounce land, or it could be Valakut to set up a Dryad. I don't know, though. Let's just go with the Growth Chamber, to be as safe as possible. Get these zombies, get a life total buffer. Probably just pick up the Simic, so we can pack for a Dryad and go crazy that way. And then if we really had to, we could play it and pick up a Turn Timber, so we can cast a Turn Timber. Although, I don't see why we would have to do that, considering we have a Summoner's Pact, but, you know, that's cool. We'll yield to the Radiant Fountain, and we will... I guess we could pick up the Radiant Fountain. I mean, we've already played land this turn, though, anyway, so it doesn't matter. Let's just pick up the Growth Chamber. And we will pass it back. Blockers for days. The Grazer can even block the Stormwing, considering Arboreal Grazer has a reach. How could anybody hate this card? This card is just magnificent. I know F. Paulus frequently says how much he hates Grazer. I just don't get it. I do not get it. Do you guys get it? Do you hate or love Arboreal Grazer? Let me know. If you hate Arboreal Grazer, get out. You're not welcome anymore. You're not allowed here. That's a joke. Please, I need you to stay. I need your watch time. I need your support. That's also sarcasm, in case you could not tell. Let's not risk losing our Primeval Titan here and just do the old Chomskys with these zombies. Take 0 damage. That's the plan here. This forces our opponent to use a spell just to save their soul scars. Lava Dart. Going where? To us. Okay. Cool. Heard and understood. The message loud and clear. Engineered explosives. That one's pretty unfair. Alright, so... if we go for a Summoner's Pact now, then we're exposed to Aether Gust on our Primeval Titan, and then we don't have anything to do with a Dryad if we go find it. So I think we're supposed to just go ahead and attack here. And then we'll make our second main phase decision based off of what happens. Petty Theft. That one's pretty annoying. Let's yield to these prowess triggers. Stormwing Entity as well. Okay, so the Primeval Titan has gotten bounced. So now what? We have 7 mana available, so we can play and crack Explosives on 1, and also Summoner's Pact for and play a Dryad, but then we can't play Titan this upcoming turn. So I think we're just playing Explosives on 1 and getting a free zombie token by playing this Growth Chamber. I guess we could have floated 7 and used Growth Chamber to pick up and play Turn Timber Symbiosis, but I don't know if that would have been in the play. Actually, we can play Primeval Titan, getting Vesuva copying Vestige and a bounce land to pick up Vestige and play Vestige, so we can get Titan in play and still blow Explosives here. That is a very intriguing prospect to me. I don't think our opponent can come back from that, to be honest. Alright, opponent. I know you might be fascinated with our engineered explosives, but it is just a piece of digital cardboard. I sent our opponent a message in the chat that just says, hello, question mark. It looks like our opponent disconnected. Maybe they closed the game and got frustrated, or I don't really know exactly what happened here, but I do think our opponent was quite dead, so. Well, I have to say, I feel silly for being nervous about the outcome of this round. How else would we perform than just going straight with the 4-0? I mean, apparently when I say I'm going for the throat, I really mean business. Regardless, we are currently 4-0. That's pretty insane. I don't know if it comes across because I'm not a super animated person in general when it comes to the YouTube videos here, but I'm pumped, and I hope that you're pumped. I will see you guys for match 5, where hopefully we can get the 5-0, and if not, we'll settle for a measly 4-1, you know, just the average, as you do. So, I will see you guys then. This is Redface Menace, signing off.